So, good evening. Shall we start? If all set, good to go. Let's start. Yes. Okay. So, guys, let's first start with MTP. Which MTP are we going to discuss? MTP for May 24, MTP 1. Already we have conducted the RTP session. I hope you guys have seen that. And now MTP. And let me say, solving the RTP, MTP, and one more very important thing. Once you finish off chapter number 1, chapter number 2, chapter number 3 of ICI material or any other material or class note, whatever it is, make a point that you do just at least read the test your understanding, test your knowledge questions in ICI material. Are we clear on that? Okay. And this time we have for the exam 3 days time, not 3 days, 3.5 days time. How to use that? I will come up with the video later on. Now let's not waste the time. Let's go with MTP. Okay. I hope you can see the question. Okay. At our question paper pattern, 30 marks it is MCQ, 70 marks it is descriptive as always. But here, part 1, Maklai, have you seen the MTP? If not, I'm just saying that part 1 is MCQ, case scenario based, 30 marks, but they have given 15 questions, 15 into 2, which is 30 marks. So if all set, come on, promote me, yaar. Let's start with MTP. 200% attendance and 200% support. Come on, let's do it. Okay. Now, first question. Okay. Rohita and Co. Chartered Accountants, mainly into statutory audit and tax audit, has received an order in writing from central government in respect of one of the client to carry out the investigation. Rohita and Co. is contemplating getting the assistance of an expert with respect to certain matters. Can I know which chapter, the chapter, and the chapter related question is it? It is mainly relating to, not audit, it is relating to investigation. Maklai, isn't it investigation related? Can an investigator seek the, very good, investigation, due diligence, forensic accounting, which is chapter number 17. Can we take the assistance of an expert? Answer is yes. In that, there if we say you have to take the client's consent regarding the cost and the implications. With consent regarding cost and implication, you can take the assistance of expert. Whenever you hear expert, if it is audit, which essay would apply? I'm asking you, was it audit? Either essay 620 or essay 500 would apply. 620 if it is auditor's expert, 500 if it is management expert. Here, is essay 620 applicable? Guys, this is not audit, it is only an investigation. So straight away, cut off, essay 620. Essay is not applicable. Now, can you say which is the correct option? Either A or D. Can you reply? A. Yes, should consider whether assistance of expert like engineer, lawyer is necessary in the interest of comprehensive and foolproof examination. No, since investigation is analytical, see, they can take. So the answer is A. Okay, 15 MCQ is there. So if first question is clear, so the answer is A. Can we go to 2? Okay. So second. This is relating to bank auditor. Actually, even though this is relating to bank audit, they are asking from intermediate bank audit topic. Let's see. During the audit of Good Bank Limited, auditors and management had certain differences of opinion as to the amount and items which has to be disclosed under contingent liability. Okay. However, apart from that, auditors observed 79 agriculture loan accounts guaranteed by Government of Delhi amounting to 26 lakhs were overdue for more than 2 years. Like Government of Delhi means which government? Government? Which government? State government. In audit of advances, we have learned in intermediate as well as references there in final, there is an exemption. Which government guaranteed advance will not be treated as NPA, central government only. Here it is state government. So can you guys say whether it is NPA or PA? Here it will be NPA. Why? Because it is only state and it is not central. So 26 lakhs, no? 26 lakhs will be NPA. Okay. Now, story is not over, guys. 93 guaranteed by Government of India. Not like Government of India. Come on. Which government? Central government agriculture loan advance amounting to 32 lakh were overdue for more than 2 years. Is it NPA or PA? Central government guaranteed advance. So it is, it will be shown as performing asset. Okay. 6. That's right. 6 corporate loans amounting guaranteed 3 each by Government of India and Government of Delhi. Out of the 6, 3 each by state and 3 each by central, amounting to 29 lakh each was overdue for more than 3.5 months. 3.5 means more than 90 days. Can I know the amount of loan which you have to show it as NPA? And I just want, how much will you show it as NPA? Total 6 loans. Each loan is 29 lakhs. Out of the 6, 3 by state, 3 by central. How did you get 87? Yes, 3 into 29. 87? Okay. So guys, here also NPA is 87. 87 NPA. Earlier, how much NPA? 26. What is the total amount of loans that has to be classified as NPA? Come on, 87 plus 26. So the answer is 130. C. Are we clear, Pillare? This is pure application of advances. So, if clear, can we say 3? Okay, so that second question was relating to bank audit chapter 14, audit of bank. Okay, question number 3. And if any doubt, let me know. SAM Limited appointed Mr. Ajit and Co. CA as statutory auditor. Stat auditor found internal audit function reliable and effective. Statutory auditor assigned the task of assessing the inventory levels of a few branches where statutory auditor believed that there might be some risk of material misstatement to one of the internal auditor, Mr. Krishna. Which essay came to your mind? Which essay? essay, two essays came, എടാ നിക്ക് ശരി okay. Okay, എടാ basically isn't it essay 610? And I'm asking you basically, the basic thing, internal audit function, external auditor. I know, because you heard about risk assessment, your mind diverted to 315. Okay, let it be there. My question is, there are certain instances where you can't take the assistance, you can't use the work of internal auditor. Can you say few areas where you can't take assistance, can't use the work of internal auditor? Like high romum, significant judgment. Then internal auditor lacks the competence. Prohibited by law. If law prohibits, all those areas. Okay. See, here the areas involves a high judgment. So can we use their work or can we seek their assistance? Answer is no. Okay, come on, let's read. Since the internal auditor has recently done such assessment as a part of program, auditor believe that he can rely on their report. Besides, because of the time, wants the help them in paperwork, including documentation. Maklai, you can't use their work in risky areas. Before the audit was concluded, Mr. Krishna got promoted and shifted to another city. During the audit discussion, the lead auditor found out that documentation delegated to Mr. Krishna has not complete. Accordingly, auditor further checked the inventory work delegated. However, it was found satisfactory. In the view of above, which of the following holds true? Okay, come on, now ball is in your court. Can you answer which is true? Working of audit function is relevant and reliable, so within authority confirmed. So okay. Was considered to be complete as far oversight. Since internal was conducted in similar area, familiarity, so delegating is okay. Statutory auditor should not delegate the inventory checking since risk assessment is material. Further, statutory auditor should have done. So the answer is clearly it is D. So guys, it is essay 610. Eda, I want to ask something. Will auditor be held liable, guilty under professional ethics? No, I'm just asking out of my curiosity. Answer is yes. Which clause? Eda, this is just my curiosity. Contravenes the Act, guidelines, regulations. Which Act? Oh my God, why so much of answers? Eda, this is not I say question. This is something which I thought. So in my knowledge, what I felt is, Eda, signing is not delegated prema, so it's not 1212. Signing onnulla, so it's not 1212. I think he has not exercised due care. So I guess it is 712. To my knowledge, I think it is 712. It is contravening the Act, regulation, guidelines. SC is not through CA Act. It is issued by central government. So I think it is 712. Others, do you agree with me? Okay. Thank you, boss. If you leave me for every question, I'll connect it with PE. No time. So I'm jumping. And till now we were, I won't connect. Till now we were doing individual question. Now comes the big boss, meaning case scenario question. And earlier also we have said many times while discussing RTP on classes also, when big question comes, can we use the ulta technique? So can we read from the question? But this question is little big. Yo. Not a yo. Wow. You should say wow. Okay. Maklai, good to go. Can you say 4? Totally 15 MCQs are there. 4. In the above given case, what should be the next course of action on the part of auditors of ABC Limited, where the auditors conclude that reasons of management refusal to send confirmation to the debtors is unreasonable and auditor is unable to obtain relevant and reliable evidence through alternative. Eda, you don't even need to read case scenario. Which essay question is it? Maklavara, tell me. Come on, Kanmani, sollunga. Essay 505. Eda, you can take the notebook itself or whatever it is. Tell me audit procedure. If management refuses, auditor will see whether there is a valid and reasonable cause. Auditor will analyze its implications, risk assessment, and auditor will try to perform what procedure? Alternative. Still, if he can't do, what he will do? He will modify the report. Did you remember this now? Now, I will keep quiet for 30 seconds. Can you say which is the answer? 30 seconds. Quick. Very good. Auditor should have included the reason of refusal. Key audit matter. Maklai, key audit matter? No. Written representation 580. It's not a substitute. Emphasis of matter para. It is not emphasis. You should modify. So the answer is essay 705. Communicate with TCWG, analyze the implication and modify. 705. And after one question is over, if that is clear, may I have your attention and say 5? Thank you. Whether PQR and Co should adhere to the opinion formulated by PQ and Co and XYZ and Co or explore alternative option. Wait. We have to read case study. When you read this itself, which essay, like the scenario, like 2 or more auditor differences of opinion. Whenever there are 2 or more auditor, it should be joint audit, essay 299. Whenever there is joint audit, what should be done? Disagreement, if it is there, will you go by majority? Jitin, will you go by majority, Mone? No. You won't go. You will give a separate report with which para? Is it CAM? Is it EOMP or is it OMP? Who's saying emphasis? But it's not emphasis. It is other matter para. Why? You are attracting the attention of users too. Other than this, there is another report. So it is not emphasis. It is other matter para. So guys, even without reading, you can try it out. You want to try it out because you understood 2 auditors are there, difference in opinion. Go by majority. No. Emphasis of matter para. Makkale, emphasis of matter something in FS. Here you are saying the another auditor's name, another report other than in FS. So not EOMP. Again, they are saying emphasis of matter para. No. So answer should be other matter para. Distinct audit report. Distinct means what? Separate. So answer is D. But tell me frankly, for the above 2 question, we never read the full para. So for the exam also, you can try it out, but Not always it will work. So careful, careful, careful. Inherent limitation. Thank you, Hema. Makkale, come on here. 6. After 6 question, 1 minute breathing time. In the above given case, we never read it. We will see that later. What should be the course of action on the part of ZMR and Co. when they found material misstatement which has not been accurately accounted or present or disclosed in FS? Ada, whenever there is a material misstatement, even without going down to the option, can you say what you should do? Which essay will apply? Material misstatement. You will modify as per 705. Which opinion? A misstatement, material misstatement, qualify or adverse. So option please. Sandosh, qualify or adverse kuta. So option please. Should not pay attention. Should express qualify or adverse. Should take such matter as written representation. Should disclose in emphasis. So the answer is B. Wow, Makle, successfully we have completed the MCQ without reading the para. There is a disclaimer, not always it will work. Here somehow it worked. Ade. So guys, take rest for 1 minute and then we will continue. Sharp 1 minute, you can rest. Okay? Drink some water. So guys, that's all. You try your level best, give your best and leave the rest. That's it. But without trying your best, later on you will be guilty. So try your best and leave the rest. That's it. Can we proceed to 7? But will the technique work here? Again, case scenario. I don't know whether the... anyway, we'll try it out. Let's see. But the scenario is little small, Kato. We can read it if you want. Okay. Okay. See, I will give you one suggestion, which I felt. If you feel the case scenario is little small, see, this is small, just 3 paragraphs. Okay, better you read it. If you feel like the earlier question, it is very big, leave it and then go directly to the question. Did you understand that? If it is small, then you can try it out to read. Okay, anyway, if you want, we can start from below itself. Your wish is my command. Okay, you said start with clue. I will start with question. With respect to the fees to be charged for the new assignment, which option can be opted by MN and associate? Can you go in search of MN? The fees. The fees to be charged by MN and associate. Upon hearing about the efficient services provided by MN and Associates CA, they were approached by XYZ Cooperative Society to act as statutory auditor for upcoming financial year. The firm agreed to the offer and had the following options in mind with respect to the fees charged from them. Charge fees based on percentage, charge fee of 501. Wow. Which clause of PE? Fees contingent upon findings. It is 10.11. And as per the regulation, there are certain exemptions where percentage can be charged. In that, one exemption was, you remember, cooperative society. So guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. So may I know the option? With respect to the fees to be charged for new assignment, which option can be opted by MN? Charge fee based on percentage or 501? Only one, only two, either one, neither. Answer is, it can be anything. It's exempt. So answer is C. What a relief when we see professional ethics question. I don't know whether you got that relief. Okay. Makla, can we go to 8? Come on, unstoppables. MN and associates sought direct assistance from CA. IA. Internal auditor as stated in the above scenario. Advise whether he is permitted to do so with respect to standards on auditing. Makla, may I know which standard? Eda, just think in this particular question paper, Etramatte, how many questions have been already discussed from 610 second question? I've seen RTP, MTP, and also MTP2, which was released last week. Essay 610, comparatively in 600 series, one of the important standard. 610, 402, 240, 250, all these are important. But don't omit any standard. That's different. Okay, let's not divert. Above scenario, do we need to read? Let's read the option and then let's see whether to read above. CAIA cannot assist MN in assembling the information necessary to resolve exception. See, assembling of information. Is it an area involving high Roman significant judgment, or is it a routine matter? Just assembling information. Assembling means collecting the information. It's only a routine matter. So my question is, can we seek the assistance in assembling information? Vangikamo, can we take their assistance? Can we ask them, Keklama? Answer is yes. However, MN and associate can ask assistance regarding evaluating significant estimate and risk. Can we ask for those area? Answer is no. So where you can ask, assembling you can ask their help. In estimates, risky area you can't ask. Now can you read the question? They have given it ulta. You can't ask in assembling. However, you can ask in accounting, estimates, and material misstatement. So answer is not A. So can you now read B, C, D and say which is the right option? D said significant estimates, no. Here also they said both the area, no. So answer is B. Why? Cannot seek for estimates risk. However, may seek assistance in assembly. And if you remember essay 610, we have written 3 heads. Can we take the assistance? Yes. If so, to what extent? Yes. Then take. So answer is B. Makla, keep in your mind, when you revise essay 610, pause, revise 2 times. Okay? Because essay 610, both RTP and MTP's questions are there. Makla, are we safe? If so, can we go to 9? Wow. PE. Where is PE? As per Chartered Accountants Act, under which clause CAN is liable for misconduct? Oh guys, enough பண்ணுவே. What will you do? Here you have to read. Achacho, achacho, achacho. Can you guys go in search of N? Till now we escaped. N or M? One. N. Okay. Got it. CAN provides management consultancy and other services to the clients. Makkale, MCS. Section, please. Section 2. Helena. C Act 224. Section 144 of Companies Act. He is awarded as the best speaker of the year from ICA. ICA now. Later on, N posted the framed photograph in the website. There is website, meaning which clause? Whenever you hear website, Avinasha, Harsha, which clause? Farhana, website. 611. 711 is advertisers. 611 website. Can you post photo in the website? Yes. Endo style, some style. Passport style. Okay. I think that would do it. Now can you say? Hey, come on. Now the option is very easy. Identify. Clause 611. Clause 6, part 1, first schedule. So answer is B. He is guilty. Only passport style. Okay. Maklai 10. Let me pause. Am I going fast? Are you able to follow? No, I just wanted to finish off in 2 hours maximum. I don't want to waste your time. That's right. Before signing tax audit report, CAM sent a registered post to the previous auditor, obtained the postal acknowledgement. Will CAM be held guilty under Chartered Accountants Act? What B? You're saying the answer? They wait. Clause 811. Okay. So here, before signing the tax audit report, acknowledgement, communication with previous auditor should happen not before signing, but even before accepting. So is it guilty, not guilty? Guilty. 811. 811. 811. 811. 81. It's not second schedule. So which is the answer? Before signing of audit report. First, before communicating. Practice would apply only for statutory audit. Is communication only for statutory audit? Answer is no. For every audit, tax audit, statutory audit, internal audit, concurrent audit, GST audit is not there. Answer is B. Wow, escaped. We didn't read the question. Audit for environment after the audit. Jitin, I didn't understand. Can you elaborate? Makla, did you observe something? They are asking case study MCQ. How many? This is the third case scenario. Are you observing that? First we studied individual. Now third case scenario. Will we escape this also without reading? Let's try. Makla, take rest for 1 minute and give me ready. Put R. if you are ready. Madam, so examiner, I think case scenario question you can expect because one MTP the style is there. Second, every chapter behind they have given except one chapter ICA material case scenario questions are there. So I think case scenario will be more, I mean, MTP style. So you can expect more of case scenario. But ICA can change the pattern, Keto. I mean, not to worry. Can we start? Guys, gear up. Life is a race. Run, 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 run. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll go in reverse order. Okay, we will try our method, but I don't know whether it will work. Okay, let's try. Rahul, what was the responsibility of Mr. Rahul when management refused to remove the said limitation? Rahul, limitation. Can I pause for a second? Whenever you hear limitation in auditing, what all will come to your mind? Limitation? SA 200? Why that came? Oh my God, inherent limitation of auditor. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't say that limitation, Pulare. Sorry. I said management refused to remove the limitation. Limitation on audit. I'm really sorry. Limitation means it will come withdraw. Withdraw option is there in various essays. Like in essay 210, it's there. 705 with disclaimer, it's there. 240 fraud, 250 non-compliance, like that. Then, Caroil, resignation of auditor can happen. Pinne, SEBI, LODR, there is something, no, before you withdraw, if you are going to do in the last quarter, second quarter, first quarter, 45 days. You remember that? Professional ethics will also, there is a clause. Before accepting, you should see whether previous auditors removal section 140 is complied. Which clause of PE? 911. So if there is a limitation, it would amount to withdrawal. If you hear withdrawal, all these. So that was just a recap. Okay. Now can we go to Rahul's case? What happened to Rahul? We have to go back to case study only. What is the responsibility of Rahul when the management refused to remove the said limitation? Communicate the matter to... Okay, you want to try it out? Answer is? Sipulare, you will go wrong if you didn't read the case study. 1 second. Wait, I will just read. RKM and Co. Chartered Accountant firm were appointed to conduct the audit for the year. Mr. Rahul Dubey was the engagement partner for the said assignment. The organization structure. Mr. Rahul noticed that, and I now read, those charged with governance are also involved in managing the entity. Okay, what is that? Managementum nane, TCWG nane, meaning both are same. Management as well as TCWG are same. Now, during ongoing engagement of audit during the end of the third quarter, during which tenor of already two limited review reports were issued, the management of the company imposed limitation on the scope of audit that Mr. Rahul considered it to be likely result need to be expressed a qualified or disclaimer of opinion. And management refused to remove such limitation. After following the due procedure applicable, finally, Rahul with the team derived the conclusion that effects of undetected misstatement would be material and pervasive. So qualification opinion would be inadequate. Makle, what is the meaning? Which opinion Rahul has to give? Undetected misstatement is Anima. Undetected misstatement is material and pervasive, meaning detected cheyyathathu. Helena, detect cheyyathathu, material and pervasive, Anju. So you have to give a disclaimer, no? Undetected means unavailability of evidence. See, already it is the end of the third quarter. Third quarter is going to end. Even though he is given his resignation on 15th November, he can resign only in the fourth quarter. Makla, can you say yes, no? Even though he proposed to, Makla, he proposed to resign on 15th November, it is the end of the third quarter. Now his actual resignation will happen only when in the last quarter. Okay. Now can you say which is the option? You guys earlier said B. Now can you say, see, this is not the option. Why? Requesting written representation. SA 580 is not a substitute. No. Okay, is it additional procedure? No, it is alternative. So no. See, actually, the best option is B. But here, since management and TCWG are same, B is wrong. Already you have communicated with management. They are the TCWG. Again, is there any point? Veendum cheyanoda. Again, do we need to do? Pannanuma? No. So the answer is not B, it is A. Makla, assuming you did not read the case study here. See, that's the sentence which is crux. Which sentence, you know? This one. Management and Nane, TCWG Nane. Both same. 11 is clear. That was a good question. 11 is clear. Can you say 12? What was the responsibility of RKM and Co with respect to the issue of limited review report at the time of resignation? Limited review report of third quarter was to be issued. No further report should be issued. Limited review report of third quarter was required to be issued. Consequently, full year should be also issued. Third quarter. Answer is, since third quarter was required to be issued, you do full year and go. Answer is C. Now this is SEBI LODR. Come on guys, 13, 14, 15, only three more questions. Entire these topics are there in Essay 705, reporting chapter in ICA material, chapter 7. Whether in the given case, withdrawal from engagement was mandatory. If so, what is the responsibility of auditor with respect to such withdrawal? Makla, you can't get any evidence. You can't do anything. So you have to withdraw. Always we say before withdraw, ta-ta, bye-bye. You can't say. Two things you have to see. Always we say one, communicate. Second, legal and regulatory requirements you have to see. And both you have to see. So withdraw them பண்ணனும். Withdraw செய்யணும். You have to withdraw here, no? We read undetected misstatement. There is no other option and management is not allowing you to continue also. Management is refusing. Withdrawal was not mandatory. Withdrawal was mandatory. Withdrawal mandatory. Withdrawal was not mandatory. Can you use ruling out option? Can you select between B and C? Withdrawal was mandatory as audit was issuing, as not, he was required to disclaim the opinion. Disclose where practicable laws and regulation. Both are right, B um C um right. Which is better option? I buy both. But only one. Come on, only one we can bubble. See, as per SA 705, when you can withdraw, is it when you are giving qualified opinion or is adverse or is it disclaimer? Only when there is dash opinion, withdrawal is allowed. Only when there is a disclaimer. So answer, better is, which is better? Specifically they are saying, the better is B. See, for qualified and adverse, there is no withdrawal option, only for disclaimer. 705 specifically says that withdrawal option is available only when you are giving disclaimer of opinion. That too, they are saying wherever it is practicable and possible. Here they are not saying disclaimer. You don't have the withdrawal option in qualified and adverse. So disclaim. Our word alladhu because of that word, B seems to be better option. C is also right, but better is B. That's there. Yeah. See, not practically possible because annual report as per SEBI LODR, that is also there. SEBI LODR, we have to see that also. Because of SEBI LODR, that also you have to see. Both is there. Anyway, answer is B. Anima, you're right. Yes, Niranjan. Makla, come on, only two more questions. 14. Assuming Sun Chemicals Limited to be an unlisted company, whether reason for resignation was proper. Okay, did you see Sun? Sunne pathingla? Did you see Sun? Kando. Here. In the resignation letter, the firm mentioned professional preoccupation as the reason for resignation. But even in the class note, I have made it very clear that professional preoccupation should not be a reason for resignation. Ille, haven't we written it very specifically? Yes. So is the reason proper? Professional, we are having so many work, so we can't do it. Reason is not proper. They are asking, was it proper? No. So is it A or B? Which is better? See, if it is a listed company, anyway, you can't withdraw for the time being. You have to issue and go. That's B and disclaimer of case. Here, if it is unlisted, the auditor should have clearly mentioned the reason. Auditor should have been lengthy. Why, guys? 4 marks, 5 marks, lengthier? No. Answer is A. Finally. Wow, wow, wow. Come on, 30 marks. Done. Assuming the auditor proposed to resign on 14th November before issue of limited report of second quarter, what is the responsibility of RM and Co with respect to withdrawal and issue limited review report at the time of resignation? They are resigning before 45 days before the end of the quarter. So before resignation, what they have to do? November 5th, before November, at which day did we say before November? 14th. So after which quarter, Pullare? After which quarter? Q2. So within 45 days of the end of the next quarter. So which quarter report he has to give? Quarter 2 report. So can you read the option? Second and third quarter? Second quarter? Not required to be issued? Second quarter. Let us rule out. It is not A and it is not C. Can you say whether it is B or D? Auditor shall communicate with TCWG regarding misstatements identified, gave opinion, and limited review for second quarter was issued. Okay. Auditor shall communicate with TCWG the effect. If could more detail inadequate to communicate. Hey, which is the answer? The auditor shall communicate to TCWG that the possible effect of misstatement. It a B or D, guys. Which is the better one? Think again. Auditor shall communicate with TCWG regarding the misstatement identified during the audit that would give rise to modification, limited review. Here you can't disclaim the opinion because here you have to give the report. Because as per SEBI LODR, you can't resign. You can't say it is inadequate to communicate because of gravity. So you have to communicate and give the report early. So answer is B. See, because it's a listed company, you can't escape by saying inadequate, so we can't. You can't escape, you have to. How? Here we were discussing various provisions. I was explaining, you were replying, I was rectifying, I was clearing the doubt. So how many minutes we took? I think around 55 minutes we have taken. In the examination hall, you are doing it alone. I mean, there is no explanation. I mean, this much time won't take. So make it a point that you take approximately 25 to 30 minutes only. Yeah. Here, a lot of explanation was going on. Then you were asking doubts. Then I was looking for your reply. That's why this much time. So keep a benchmark 30 minutes maximum. Why? 70 marks is on the other side, Pullare. 70 marks, you have to think, you have to write, you have to elaborate. This is like reading and bubbling. How was it? Come on, reply. How was it? All set? Okay, let us take rest for 1 more minute. Then let's move to descriptive part. Descriptive part, let me put a disclaimer first itself. There are 4 or 5 questions. It will be like, you'll be like, oh, what is happening? Which part of this? Very good question. You should appreciate ICA for their thinking, creative thinking. ICA is your amma. Other questions are like, more or less, you can easily identify. Even RTP questions was good. Okay. So, yes, let's try it out. So 30 seconds more with that. Say question 1. Ada, you know part MCQ 30 marks we said. It can come in any form, 2 marks, 5 marks, whatever it is. Whereas here it is consistent. Question 1 has ABC, 2 has ABC, 3 has ABC, 4, 5, 6. Everything is 4 marks, 5 marks, 5 marks, 4 marks. 14 questions of 5 marks, 70. One full question, you can leave it in option. From 6, you have to answer any 5. So in 15 minutes reading time, make this option which question you are going to leave it. Keto, 15 minutes reading time. You make it a point that you will select it. Now you will say heard, but in the examination hall, in your tension, you will start reading the question number 1. And question number 1 is compulsory. And mostly compulsory question will be little tricky. Alleda, do you think they will ask directly from professional ethics? No. But in the examination hall, I've seen in tension, I'm not blaming you, Pulare. It's like that. In the tension, we start reading first question. Then afterwards, towards the examination, we'll do question number 2. Then we think question number 2 is not good. We'll go to 3. After attending 3, you will feel 2 was better. So don't waste your time. 15 minutes, rule out which is the option. No, that happens seriously. Okay, guys, without wasting, start. I just look at the question. You start reading, I'm coming. I'll read it here. While conducting the audit of Tasty Foods Limited, CA Careful has planned attendance at physical inventory count. May I know which essay is it? Very good. It is essay 501. From 29th March to 31st March. The company is also engaged in extracting rice from paddy, caters to domestic and international market in Gulf. It has its plant spread in area of 20 acres located in National Capital Region. Paddy contained in jute bags of nearly standard sizes purchased from dealers and agents. Don't sleep off, huh? It is stored in heaps of pallets in open area covered by protective sheets and steel silos. Silos are huge steel containers measuring with strain gauges in company's premises. The company produces 3 rice brands, Raja, Shizada, both for domestic and Badshah for international market. The process of obtaining rice from paddy consists of various steps. I'm not reading the steps. The company's management has prepared a set of instructions and procedures to be followed for recording and controlling the results of physical counting of inventory. Makla, are you there? May I have your attendance, please? Hi. There is one thing. In essay 501, there is one point. Auditor should be a dash at the inventory. Auditor should be an observer. In that, there are subpoints. While observing, auditor should be evaluating management's procedure for inventory. Now they have given you a list of management procedure. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've not read it. I will read it. We'll read it. Now, what they want before proceeding to attend physical counting process, evaluate management procedure stated above. You may suggest the modification, addition, removal of such instruction for effective count process. എടാ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണ what we are supposed to do என்ன பண்ணணும் എടാ management is going to do all these procedure. Auditor is supposed to be an observer. Now we are supposed to comment whether these procedure done by the management whether it is effective. If not effective, you are supposed to suggest them the alternative procedure. Did you understand what I say once? Ida, this is nothing related to essay 501 other than the introductory para. Okay, so you will put a heading. And for every descriptive question, finally start with a heading. I've told 1,000 times. Again, I'm saying start with a heading. Attendance at physical counting of inventory. Just put an intro para. As per essay 501, auditor should be a observer at physical counting of inventory, blah, blah, blah. Then, here what are you supposed to do? All these procedure, you are supposed to comment whether it is correct. If not, you are supposed to modify and give them effective process. Makle, read it. Can I read? No. Can we read? Physical inventory count process is to be supervised by responsible officer of company, responsible for storage functions. Physical counting of inventory has to be supervised by responsible officer. Till now it is correct. There should be segregation of duty. Preferably, it should be conducted by person of another department. Say for example, like, and I'm not showing the solution. If I show the solution, the session won't be over. That's why. Like, person like from finance department. However, storage person, he can be present during the count for the purpose of proper coordination. Makla, is the first point clear? There is no point if it is done by the same person. No, segregation of duty, it should be done by another department. He can be present for the purpose of coordination. Next one. There should not be no disturbance to the routine process of receiving and dispatching of the goods during the time period. And I just think inventory are being counted. Makla, inventory is being counted just when same time it is other inventory is coming and dispatching. Then will the counting be counting തെറ്റത്തില്ലേടാ? Yes. So what you have to do during those 1 or 2 days, this inward and outward movement should not be, just that 1 or 2 days should not be allowed, as this counting may distort means disturb, destroy the result, distort the result. Usually it will be done on year and 1 day. Then no point in counting a lay. It should be halted. Okay, are you following this one? Okay. Next one. Counting process is to be undertaken by constituting different teams of 3 members each for counting, verifying raw material, work in progress, finished goods. What is that? Is the standard or anything else says like it should be like you know uh, അങ്ങനെ വേണമെന്നുണ്ടോ? Is there some requirement like that? No, it can be done in any manner. Essay doesn't, doesn't specify. Why this spelling? Specify anything. So it can be done in any manner as per the company's policies and procedures. Okay. So it can be undertaken as per the policies and procedures. Just that it should not be undertaken by which department? Storage department staff should not be undertaken. Alle, that you should add, right? Only one condition, storage department people should be avoided. Okay. Paddy in steel silos is to be estimated using their capacity. And what is this? Paddy in steel silos. Where somewhere we read this. Steel silos. It should be measured in. They said no. Unless it is measured in gauges, will it give the correct quantity of inventory? No. See, here they are saying when inventory is being physically counted, it can be estimated using their capacity. No. Answer is it should have been measured in gauges. Otherwise, it will again distort the picture. Can I have a proceed if this much is okay? 2 more minutes. Quantity of work in progress is to be estimated considering the plant capacity as a whole. Work in progress. This particular company has Lord Raja. What was that? Raja. I only remember Raja, Badsha, Shesda. Lot of things are there. Will you estimate as a whole or specifically? Which is better? No, it is always better to be specific. Okay, so instead of whole, it is better to be specific and stage phase instead of whole plant. Specifically better. It's always better to see specific rather than as a plant as a whole, right? Over. Responsible officer should ensure that stocks have been counted and verified in all areas. Answer is what? Anything else to suggest? Any suggestions? And he should put his distinct sign, no? He should put his sign, right? Like his mark. His designation or his signature should be there, right? To make him accountable. How was the question, Pillare? Just look at the level of the question which they are planning. Huh? See, even if you don't know essay 501, okay, maybe 1 mark you might lose just for that intro para. Rest of the thing is fully. But it is application oriented, Keto. If you don't apply it properly, that's also good. RTP was much less time consuming. MTP is more time consuming. Areyar, take 1 minute rest and say 1B. Take rest, Pulare, and then say 1B. 1B. 1B, 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 1B is, I think it is easy. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Go back to your cages. Let's go to B question. While conducting the audit of CGX Limited, a listed company for year 22-23, CH Srishti notices that company has extinguished following material liabilities unilaterally without entering into settlement with creditors and reported these amount as gains under other income. Can I know it in simple sentence? என்ன பண்ணினாங்க എന്ത് ചെയ്തു what did they do? Without even asking the creditors confirmation, they written off this. Creditors, liabilities is written off and they took this as other income. Liability for purchase of raw material were written back on account of poor quality of material and difference in rates, 3.5 crore. Liability for capital good, defects in plant and machinery, 2 crore. Well, the management is of the opinion that these dues are no longer payable. Therefore, retaining these liabilities on FS would lead to overstatement. Extinguishment of liabilities was made by the company in accordance with normal trade practices, and outstandings were written back after stopping dealing with such creditors. She wanted to send external confirmation request. However, management informed her that sending such request may be used by creditors as proof of existence of liability. May I know which topic related question? Very good. Eda 505. Already I said essay 610 is important. Now I'm saying 505 is important. And now don't ask me if a question is not asked from 505. I'm just saying out of the frequency. 505 is important because many questions are being there in RTP, MTP, etc. Can you say what in 505? Management is refusing. Very good. Audit procedure. Management is refusing the auditor not to ask confirmation. Now, when there is a refusal, you should see whether there is a valid and reasonable cause. Here, do you think there is a valid cause, Pillare? If we ask, they will demand the liability. No. So here we have to see the implication. Risk assessment. You have to see its impact on the report. And you will need to modify the report. Modify as per essay 705. When you will modify in case you are not able to perform alternative procedure. Now, she is contemplating to include this as a cap, as key audit matter. And is that right? Including the same as key audit matter. Now add essay 701 here. In 701, we have learned key audit matter is not a substitute for modification, opinion, material uncertainty, ongoing concern, disclosure. Therefore, contention is invalid. And our one question, how many essay? 505, 705, 701. 3 essays. But in our notes, whatever it is, we have linked everything. 505, we were linking with 705. So you'll be able to do it, guys. And after the last question of Raja, Sedu, whatever it is, this question was simple, no? Wow. But you have to expand and write, Keto. I will share this. I know you will have this with you. I will share in the group this MTP along with the solutions also. I know you will have with you, but still. But you remember one more essay I said along with essay 610 505. One more essay I was saying 402 240. 500. Not so important, Jaswin. 500, it is important, but not as important as 610 402. All those. Pote, can we go to C? We can do ABC analysis, but the problem is every standard 46 is important. You should not omit. Get up. Once for the exam, essay 200 was question number 1A. CAM. CAM is key audit matter. Key audit matter is not a substitute for modification, opinion, material uncertainty, or disclosure. So here she is saying that they will include as a CAM, which is invalid. It has to be modification and not key audit matter. Is that okay? See, you will like. Fab Limited is availing the services of Aditya Private Limited for payroll operations. Payroll cost accounts for 63% of total cost of Fab Limited. Aditya Limited has provided type 2 report as specified under SA 402. They have said themselves SA. Description, design, operating effectiveness. Every keyword they have said. Aditya Private Limited also outsourced the material part of payroll operations to Messrs RST. They are having more service organization. Sub-service organization. Type 2 report was provided. CA Akram, while reviewing the unmodified report drafted by the assistant, found that reference was made to the work done by service auditor. CA Akram hence asked the assistant to remove such reference and modify the report accordingly. Same question is there in your study material also. Similar question. Makle, already essay they have said. 402. In 402, which part of the essay? I've given you a checklist earlier also in RTP discussion. You remember which essay? 402. In that essay, which part? Reporting requirements. In reporting requirements, haven't we studied? Can we refer the name of service organization auditor in our report? Answer is yes. When? If modified. If unmodified, can we refer Bullare? Answer is no, unless required by unless required by law. So can you say whether contention of Akram is correct? Modify means not SA 705 modify. Modify means alter the report, not other modify. Get out. So is his contention valid? Asking the assistants to remove the name of service organization auditor? Answer is contention is valid. Not to refer the name of service organization auditor's report since the opinion is unmodified. If modified, you can or you should refer the name, that too with the consent. So you put the heading as per essays 402, you'll give a intro. then reporting requirements, factor conclusion. Edapara, question number 1 was like you were saying, okay. Other than that, other 2 questions in the compulsory part, wasn't it okay? Now, guys, okay. Now, guys, you should not lose your confidence by reading question number 1. That's my main concern. By reading the question number 1 itself, you guys should not lose your confidence. Just pause it, leave the space, go to the next one. If you feel question number 1 is tough, start from question number 2. All these things you should do in your 15 minutes reading time. Makla, first impression is the best impression. You have been hearing from the school days. Yes, that is their psychological impact. So start with question number 3 or 4. But once you start question number 3, make sure you answer all the parts. 3 ABC, then 4 ABC. Don't write like 3 AB, then 4 AB. No. Once you start question number 3, complete all the subparts. Did you hear? Start with the most important one so that you will get confident. നിങ്ങൾ confident ആയാലും അയാൾ നിങ്ങളെ വിശ്വസിക്കും. Unless you guys are confident, how examiner will believe you? മതി. Let us have a sip of water, take rest, and say 2 in 1 minute. Two, I think, yeah, one question is PE. Super question in PE. Okay, so once done, let me know. Let's bash. 10 seconds more. Countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put 2, guys. Ready. Nan ready. Ning ready. Come on. Okay. CPX and Co. CAs is a large audit firm. It maintains audit documentation both electronically and physical form. The physical file are neither scanned and incorporated into electronic nor cross-reference to electronic files. Further, there are many instances where audit working papers do not contain details as to whether information was obtained from client or prepared by team. How would you deal the above situation? Now comes the hero. Quality control system of audit firm. May I know which part of the subject the question is? Identify SQC1. Makla, in SQC1, firm should have policies and procedure at the firm level relating to documentation. In that, there are a lot of things. Documentation should be assembled on a timely basis within how many days? 60 days. It can be done in physical form or it can be done in electronic form. They should maintain confidentiality. It should be kept under safe custody. Makkale, confidentiality, PE clause. Wherever you go, I am there, PE clause. It are practicing CA. 1, Anju, 1, 1, 2, clause 1, part 1, second schedule. So that it can be easily accessible and retrieved. And all these are contents of SA 230 and SQC 1. Now, can you These things you should write in the introductory and elaboration part. SQC1, policies and procedure, documentation assembly, 60 days, paper, electronic, confidentiality, safe custody, easily accessible, retrievable. Now, can you say what to do in the above case? Or Noda, did they have IRCA? No, neither. So what should be done? What should be done? What should we do? It's a non-compliance of standards on auditing. Right. So firm will be held liable. So now don't go to professional ethics. They have not asked anything about it. So you'll conclude by saying they are not complying the standards on auditing or standards on quality control. Therefore, they will be held responsible. Eppidi? Yes. Firm itself will be responsible, Rahul. Not only that, firm itself will be held responsible. Why no, Anakam? Why? Come on. Did you understand? If okay, say B. After B and C, I will give you rest of 1 minute. Next question is like very general, Kato. It's there here and there. IT dependencies also arise due to system generated reports and interfaces. Yeah, data analytics. Then there is another chapter, no? Not only data analytics, internal control and risk assessment, information system is there. Both the topics are there. IT dependencies arise due to system generated reports. You know, right? Our audit, P&L account, balance sheet, data, etc. are produced from systems. How do IT dependencies arise? In data analytics topic, there is a reference of it. Why it is important for auditor to identify IT dependencies and to develop efficient and effective approach? Any guess? Plare. CRIMI, you remember? Oh my God. CRIMI means internal control component. In that, I stands for information system. Meaning, system will generate the report. Meaning, system should first what authorize the transactions. Once authorized, they should initiate the transaction. Once initiated, journal entry, they should record. Once recorded, they should ledger process. Then finally, FSL report. Authorize, initiate, process, record and report. And ultimately, this is the FS, no? Yes, no? Now, interfaces means, and the interface, what is this interface? Interface is the medium through which data is transferred. But as an auditor, we should understand this. You know why? To identify and assess. Come on, to identify and assess risk. Design the audit procedure. Not only that, to understand the entity and its environment. But here mainly to identify IT risk. Did I say anything new to you which you didn't know? It's like here and there. Since system will authorize, initiate, record, process, report, FS, you need to understand. Understand what? Entity and its environment. What environment? IT environment. For that, we have to understand the system and interfaces. Why? To identify risk, thereby design the procedure so that audit can be conducted in an effective and efficient manner. Are you there with me? If so, this is a super duper question which I felt it was a little confusing. Let me see whether you guys will. I think you guys will say. No, unless all says ready, 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 ready. Put R, I won't proceed. Why? You should have all the fun. I will also have fun. No, 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 no compromise. Unless all have to say it. Rest of you? Okay. CA Gayan is a chartered accountant in practice, also engineer by qualification. He wants to pursue registered valuer. The registered valuer is allowed, no, under section 247 of Companies Act. As registered valuer for plant and machinery under Companies Act. Comment the above with respect to CA Act. Your PE, come on, your love, your partner. 1111. Okay. Someone is saying 1111. Okay. Someone is saying 224. MCS is saying. Now let me know by saying, is it guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. Okay. Others, can I have your abhiprayam? Can I have your comments, please? No, I'm just collecting your options, Indraja. I didn't say what is the answer. I've not yet said. Lare, can I say after I finish the section 7? Why section 7, Kutta? No need of section 7. Can I say the answer? After I finish off the explanation, I want everyone to put in the chat box the reaction. Eda, registered valuer is a part of 224 MCS. It is allowed under section 247. But in our books, it's not said. But if you go back to 247 law, if you see the registered valuer 247 of Companies Act, registered valuer of shares and financial assets, meaning shares, a debenture, financial asset. Here they are saying registered valuer of not financial asset. It is plant and machinery, which is not a financial asset. Hence, you can't work as registered valuer of plant and machinery. Now wait, I have not completed. Now wait. As per 1111, makkale nikku. Nillingada 1111. Okay. While you are a CA, as per regulation number 190A, I forgot. Am I right? As per regulation number 190A, while you are a CA, you can do any other classes. You can attend any other courses. You can do, right? So attending of the course, general permission is there. So you can go and study as registered valuer. That's allowed. Whereas working as registered valuer for plant and machinery is not allowed. So can you, two things up. Can you attend valuer course? Yes. 1111 general permission. Can you work as registered valuer? Generally, yes, but here, no. Why? Because it's not financial asset. Because read with 247 of Companies Act, it's only for financial asset and not for plant and machinery. So here it will be guilty if you act as, work as registered valuer. So now react, please. Because you are violating CA Act, no? Hmm. And now don't think it is in a negative way, Keto. Now some question is asked similar to this. Now makkalu vijarikitille. Don't you guys think like that? No. Smile, pillare. Now smile. If a question comes here on like this in our exam, you will think, no, smile. There should be some takeaway after the session, right? So take rest. After that, we will proceed. 1 minute rest. Question number 3, 4, 5, 6. Let us finish off cheyamalle. We can finish off, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4. Yes, registered valuer are allowed. Makle, your friend is asking, registered valuer of other financial assets are, is it allowed? Answer is yes. Here it is not financial asset, it is plant and machinery. That's why not allowed. Usual like shares, all that is allowed. Pillare, can we proceed? Okay. Question number 3A. Jagadish Private Limited is engaged in the business of real estate. The auditor of the company requested the information from management to review the outcome of accounting estimates, like estimated cost considered for percentage of completion included in prior period FS and subsequent re-estimation for the purpose of current period. Management refused the information to the auditor, saying that review of prior period information should not be done by the auditor. You comment. Essay, please. Okay. Essay 540. Auditing accounting estimates, including fair value accounting estimates. In that, there is a pointer. You have to, as an auditor, we will also review prior period. Why? To know the outcome. But even in your articleship, we do last year provision we see, then only put the provision for the current year. Based on that, we do re-estimate to check whether there is any uncertainty. The accounting estimate involved SA 540. What? 2 words. Without this, there is no high estimation uncertainty plus management. Biases will come, high risk is there. Do you remember these words? So as an auditor has to review even what prior period information. Whereas here management refused the auditor to provide. So is it contention valid or invalid? Makla, it is invalid. So RTP they are saying like this, but I think better to conclude by saying like this. Therefore, auditor shall analyze its impact on his opinion in accordance with SA 705. Don't you think it is better to conclude by this? Whenever you write 705, write the D. Next one is another general question. General Allah, common sense question and general only. Come on, let's go to B. RML and Associates are one of the joint auditors of Ind Bank for the year 22-23. While auditing the bank, they analyze the industry data relating to NPA. Joint auditors, essay. Kalpiche. 299 is not required for this question, Pillare. Achcho. Pillare, I was just teasing it up. This question is relating to bank auditor. So when you see joint auditors, you will go for essay 299. It's not actually 299. Okay. Name of the bank, gross NPA, net NPA, ratios we have calculated. We will read what ratios. Different bank, gross NPA, net NPA. In the above context, what is gross NPA, net NPA? What inference would you draw from the ratios? It's not big deal. Wait, I'll come. NPA, you know, can you just explain what is gross NPA? Gross means total. Gross NPA, total NPA. Already NPA was there in the opening balance. Plus new, 1 minute. New NPA in the current year. Okay. Few NPAs. Already it was NPA in the last year. Current year it has been. This word you have studied, regularized or upgradation. Updation or upgradation. Upgradation will happen. Or few might be written off. Isn't this the gross NPA? I will explain. Malayalathi parayam. ആദ്യം എത്ര ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഓപ്പണിംഗിൽ കറണ്ട് ഇയർ എത്ര വന്നു അതിൽ നിന്ന് എത്ര റെഗുലറൈസ് ചെയ്തു മൈനസ് ചെയ്താൽ ഗ്രോസ് കിട്ടും ടോട്ടൽ മക്കളെ full how much was there in the opening balance, how much was newly added in the year, from that you will reduce what all was regularized during the current year, upgradation or written off. This is the gross. Gross means before provision. Before putting provision, what is the gross NPA? Total NPA. Gross. If understood. Can you put you understood? Now can you say what is net NPA? Net NPA means the gross NPA after. Very good. That's it. Very good. After providing provisions, some suspense account, etc. Very good. That's it. See what they want, not only gross and net. As an audit of the bank, what inference you draw by comparing? Analytical procedure. Can you compare? 1.7, 2.3 ratio. Which one is more? Which bank is more? BCI. Yeah, this bank, no? What inference can you draw? In the inference you can draw. But as an auditor, wow, what a bank, wow, good. Appreciate or you will be skeptical. Which is, as an auditor, which you will be there? Skeptical, right? So what? There are chances of over provision or under provision. There are chances of under provisioning. So there is high risk. So more procedure has to be done in that area. Anima, less provision. That's why more better ratio gutta. So always we have to think skeptical. Who's that? Did you understand? First part is simple. Second part, what inference? Why under provision? See, ratio is better. Better means what? They are having more, right? So provision, they would have put less, no. Then only they will show better ratio. Uh, yes, net NPA to advance. Okay, can I have a C? After that, again, I'll give you 2 minutes rest. It is same question we have did in class, be it regular batch or crash batch. Can someone read and say, even in my app, we have assigned for mentoring. Mr. Amount was different. Mr. Mainak, a CA, the auditor of True Limited for the year. During the year, investment appear in the balance sheet 7.5. The same was found later on only 56. However, value was inflated. Come on, same question. It was there. Only amount was different. If my guess is right, and the question which I gave you was 25,000 and 10 lakhs, I guess. Makla, professional ethics. Can you say which clause is guilty? An investment 7.5 lakh, 56,000. Huge difference, grossly negligent. So 712. You did not obtain evidence. So 8.1. 712 is clause 7, part 1, second schedule. Did not obtain evidence. Clause 8, part 1, second schedule. Sufficient info. It seems that you have certified without examination. 2, 1, 2, guilty. Similar question haven't we done? Yes. So now take rest for 1 minute. 3 more questions are there. Illa. 4, 5, 6. For it. Come back to business. Enough for it. Come on. Life is a race. That question is like 1 page. But I'll tell you one thing. It's very simple. Audit report of Rare Private Limited was issued by SRM & Co. on 23rd July. However, a case was filed on 9th August with the court with respect to the accident occurred in the factory, the outcome of which resulted in a penalty. Rishabh discussed the said matter with the management and it was determined to amend the FS. Further, Mr. Rishabh enquired how management intend to address the matter. He was told that said matter was to be disclosed as contingent liability for a court case in the footnote of balance sheet as with no additional disclosure. The management told Rishabh that such disclosure was enough. He would be further going to provide the description of the said outcome in emphasis of matter para in amended audit report. In the above scenario, please answer. Magla, can you say from which part of the world of auditing the question is from? You guys said it is SA 560. Now, okay. Whether Rishabh on behalf of the firm had adhered to the responsibility? Can you answer? subsequent events when he came to know before report or after report. If you have read that question carefully. After report. In our class note, essay 560, last part, audit procedure, generally there is no obligation. However, if it is a significant matter, he will discuss with the management. Enquire if FS has to be revised. If FS has to be revised, auditor will amend the audit report by performing additional audit procedure. And then in the amended report, he will add emphasis of matter para or other matter para as per essay 706. So, has he done it well? Answer is yes. Is the first part clear? It's a direct question relating to 560. Whether contention of management is valid with respect to disclosures in FS. Can you answer? See, the management told that such disclosure was enough and the outcome of emphasis in his report. Management said, let auditor do that. We are not going to, no disclosure they are going to put in the FS. Is it proper, Pullare? Rahul 501 Vandamane. Answer is no. Why? We will include emphasis of matter para. Emphasis of matter para is not a, emphasis of para is not a substitute for, you remember, disclosure, going concern, opinion. So here, management should have taken necessary steps to disclose, and auditor should additionally report as emphasis of matter para. So contention of management is invalid. മനസ്സിലായോ? പുരിഞ്ചതാ? Did you understand? Next one is a very direct question relating to, I think that we can just say which chapter and what, and then we can skip it. It's a direct question. So can you read it and say which chapter and what? Then we will move on to the next one since it's a direct question. Can you read it? Business Responsibility Sustainable Reporting, BRSR. It's from emerging areas. There are those two chapters, digital auditing and emerging areas, both are like, oh, so for the students. So what I say is one question they will ask. They might ask somewhere around 3 to 6%. So see, 4 marks is the question. So if possible, you give one round of reading and solve, test your understanding and test your knowledge of ICI. Okay. So but that you keep towards the end, Keto, if you feel it is difficult. But if you feel that part is very easy, there are few students who feel it is easy, then you do that. If you feel those part is difficult, keep that towards the end after completing every chapter. See, 100% studying all 19 chapters pattu oda. As a faculty, I can say anything to you. Study all, study all, study all. Yeah, see, someone is replying to me, it's very interesting. Okay, you guys can do. But as a student point of view, even I have done 1 or 2 chapters, we have to not skip. Don't skip, Kato. What if MCQ comes from emerging area or digital audit, you have to attend. So just read it in a manner that and I will give you suggestion. I think I've given you 1 or 2 chapters you can do. A short note you prepare and you study that and do test your understanding, test your knowledge of ICA. Okay. So this is relating to chapter number 18, emerging areas. In that, there is something called as business responsibility sustainable reporting. Okay. In that, there are principles are there. In that principle number 7. Yeah, 9 principles are there. In that principle number 7. In that, there are mandatory disclosures, optional disclosures. This question is relating to that. Mandatory disclosures, which is called as essential disclosures. Optional disclosures called as leadership indicators. It's a direct question. So with that, I'm moving to C. Okay, C parayu, C parayu, C solunga. Come on, C. CA Navya is the auditor of Lakshay Limited for the year. In respect of loans and advances 75 lakh given to Hariharan Private Limited, company has not furnished any agreement to CA Navya, and in absence of same, he is unable to verify the terms of payment. Eda, in class, including in the rapid revision, where is that boy? Eda, drafting in a which all paragraph can be asked? Opinion can be asked. Basis for opinion can be asked. Material uncertainty for going concern can be asked. Key audit matter can be asked. Emphasis, other matter para, other information. Every drafting I've shown you and put the sample in the group also. Here is a very simple question where they have asked you to draft opinion and basis for opinion. But before you draft, tell me which opinion you are going to draft. Is it unmodified, qualified, adverse, disclaimer? They did not furnish the agreement. Other than that, we have furnished. Did I accept this 75 lakh one agreement? Rest of the things they got. It is material, but not pervasive. So you want disclaimer, Kutta? So answer is qualified opinion would be sufficient. Except this rest you got. No. So you will draft qualified opinion. In our opinion, best of the information explanation given to us, except to the matters disclosed in basis for opinion para, the financial statement shows true and fair view. Then basis for opinion, where you will give the reason. Since the company is unable to furnish the agreement, we are unable to obtain evidence relating to 75 lakhs. Makla, that you can do, right? Yes. So guys, those who have not studied this, kindly mark it and study. These paragraph alone are very important for drafting. Makla, you can see the finishing line of the race. Only 2 more questions. Doing an MTP is like attending a full exam. Do you understand that? It's like 3 hours exam, pillare. It's equivalent to writing the exam. You're thinking, you're replying. It's not simple. So once ready, let me know by saying 5. Okay. Naresh and Co. Chartered accountants have been appointed as statutory auditors of Suchi Limited for the year 22-23. Audit team has completed the audit in the process of preparing audit report. They have drafted the annual report. Anything came to mind? Annual report. When you saw the annual report, essay 720. Why this is sitting here? Essay 720 annual report. The audit in charge was going through the draft annual report and observed that the company has included an item in annual report indicating the downward trend in the market prices of key commodities, raw material as compared to previous year. However, actual profit margin as reported in FS has gone in reverse direction. Now, may I know what has happened? There is a material, a keyword, bigile mukyam, keyword, material inconsistency between what and what? Annual report, other information, and matters in FS. The audit manager discussed the issue with the partner of the firm, who in reply said that auditors are not covered with such disclosure by management in its annual report being responsibility. Do you think approach is right? They said auditors are not responsible. Look at your work and go. How dare management say that? Can you say which part of essay 720 you are going to elaborate? At this, our class note, we have given the before starting essay, I give you that in the overview, no, that will help you. Reporting requirement. In reporting requirement, we have divided, right? Material misstatement in other information. First step, what will you do, Pillare? You will first communicate with the management. Then you will request the management to correct. Then, in case management refuses, then you will communicate with the TCWG. Till if they don't, there are two options. Either you can withdraw or you can include in your audit report under separate para, which is other matter para. Not other matter, sorry, other information para. I'm sorry. Other information separate para. So is the contention of management valid? Therefore, contention is invalid. I think that was easier. Identify essay. Which part of the essay you have to elaborate? Elaborate using keyword conclude. You remember PSC audit? In PSC audit, how many audits are there? C&AG audits of PSU? Financial audit, compliance audit, performance audit, proprietary audit, comprehensive audit. In that, from past exam trend, I've observed one thing, performance audit and proprietary audit, both they have asked frequently, especially performance audit. Both in RTP and MTP, there is question. So can you guys put 2x concentration and study that performance audit? Okay. This is a general question, Direct benefit transfer is a major reform initiative of Government of India to ensure better and timely delivery of benefits from government to people. It marks a paradigm shift in the process of delivering benefits like wage payment, fuel. Okay. The office of C&AG is likely to undertake performance audit for the block of years. What are likely to be the objectives of performance audit? Explain the meaning of audit criteria and discuss how it can be performed. See, first you will elaborate what is performance audit. Economy, efficiency, effectiveness. Here you remember there is something which we see in the subject matter meets the criteria, present subject matter information. You remember that subject matter criteria, subject matter information. Here they are asking you to elaborate criteria. Okay, criteria means it's the benchmark. Benchmark means it is the standard to evaluate. To evaluate, we use the criteria. This is about which audit, Pullare? Come on. We'll end in 10 minutes. Performance audit. Now, can you match this to the question? Wage payment, shifting, subsidiary, food, etc. Okay. So how to conduct performance audit? You have been appointed as the performance auditor. How? First, you should obtain understanding knowledge. Understand. Then you will collect the data. Data. Makle, you are saying general steps, eh? They need indicator. First, you collect the data. Then you will take steps, whether they have implemented, whether they have appropriate, effective plans to implement. They're going for a new program. So you need to collect the data, what steps they undertook, and whether they are going to effectively implement. That. Next one is your PE. Unless you say, please, I won't proceed. Why you should have all the funds? No. Others, please, parana. Illa. Pomate. Povula. I will go. Sherry. GEM e-marketplace is a public procurement portal which provides opportunity to startups, entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative products and services to government buyers and engage in public procurement. The government e-market special purpose vehicle, 100% government owned and Section 8 non-profit company under Ministry of Commerce, Government of India. Okay. Whether a firm of chartered accountant can register themselves under GEM portal for rendering the professional services to government departments. Can you? Okay. All are saying answer is yes. Can you say what is the supporting thing? No, yeah. No. There are two things we can write. One, as per clause 6, part 1, first schedule. Okay. Can you respond to tenders? Yes, you can respond to tenders. Here, if you have to apply to the tender, tender apply if you have to apply to the tenders, you may need to put your name in such website. See, as per council regulation, few of them are saying you should not publish your thing in account aggregators. Makle, is it something which is relating to the account aggregators? Are you publishing your firm in some websites, etc.? No, it is basically for getting some work like, government owned cases, etc. This is allowed for responding to tenders without roving. Without roving enquiries. Does it appear that it is account aggregators along with carpenters, along with beauticians, along with mechanics, engineers? Does it appear like account aggregators? It doesn't appear, Mone. It's not like that. It's just for applying for that tender job. So that you can do without doing roving enquiry. Not only that, as per the ESB decision, MSME website, all those are allowed. So it appears to be not guilty. Since while you read the question, it appears that it is not in the account aggregators. So in the suggested answer, when I cross-checked, they have mainly referred 611. And they have added that it does not appear to be account aggregators. As for getting some government work, government tenders, you may need to put your name there. Otherwise, you won't get it, Pillare. It's like empanelment. Did you observe something? Till now, did you see any question from 800 series, SRE, SAE, SRS, or digital audit? No. Almost. Till now, can you say which area was the most asked? SAPE. SAPE. That's why essay is the heart of auditing. See, I'm not saying this won't be asked, but I'm saying unless you are clarity, unless you are having grip in essays, these also it won't be good. So always you revise with, start with essay and then go to advanced series. Makla, only one more question. எவ்வளவோ பண்ணிட்டோம் இது பண்ண மாட்டோமா எத்தனையோ செய்து இது செய்து விட just 4 more questions. When auditors report on audited FS contains a qualified opinion, but auditor is satisfied that summary FS are fair summary in accordance with applied criteria, which other matter shall auditor's report of summary FS shall contain? Which essay there is no relevance. You know why? Essay 810 they are saying. Makle, tell me what is essay 810? Essay 810 is engagement to issue report on summary financial statements. What are those two set of financials? Like 800 general purpose, special purpose. 805 single financials and specific elements completer. Here there is audited or complete FS and summary financial statements. Summary financials are derived from which financials, Pullare? Audited financial. Yes, very good. Now, which financial in the question is having qualification? Auditor's report on audited financial is having qualification. Just see essay 810 in class notes itself we have written what? If there is a qualification or modification in audited FS, that matter should be also included in audit report in summary FS too. The answer is yes. No. Answer is yes. What you have to say? You have to state in. report which report? In the report audit report on summary FSL. You will state two things. What you will state? Guys, see, audit report on audited FS is having a qualified. Then you will describe the reasons where in the basis. Now, question is not yet over. See the next para. If summary FS are not a fair summary of audited FS and management is not agreeing to do, what will you do? Makle does not show a fair summary, then you will give a, come on, you will modify, no? Very good, modify. If it is not consistent as per the, you remember one word, applicable. Come on. As per the applicable criteria, the auditor shall express what? Adverse opinion on summary. Okay, it's pure application of SA 810 reporting requirements. Okay, Ano? Now there is an internal option, Ghetto. Either you write this or you go for SRE. Which series you like, 800 or SRE? Which is better for you? Come on, let me see which is more lovable for you. All have fans for 800. Why SRE is so cruel for you? Makle, SRE is just sum up of all standards. And here they are asking, what are the procedures to be done in review engagement? That's a direct question, Ghetto. But unless you study that direct question, you won't be able to write. So I think 90% of you will go for this, but still, let me just discuss and end that question. What are the two procedures which is done in review? Come on, in review, less procedure. You will do inquiry and we will do analytical. SRE. Take the class notes itself. There is a list of things we will inquire. There is few things we will do in analytical procedure. So they have asked you. So they have asked you to explain the procedures in review engagement. You have to just elaborate what all things you have to inquire and what all things you will do in analytical procedure. Is that clear? Just two more questions. With that, done. I don't know how many of you have seen. I put in YouTube. Those who have attended May 24 batch, no issue. Any other class attended also, no issue. ESB decision. There were lot of new ESB decision which is brought out. Maklada kandayirunno. If not, kindly see that video if time permits, because this question number B is from the ESB decision, the latest one. Can I ask you directly because of time constraint? Okay. ESB decision. Can you deal in derivatives? For you or your client? Personal capacity or for clients? Personal. For clients, you should not. Can we do commodity derivatives? Answer is no. So that's the question. Now you can read it. Now, if you do Which clause will be attracted, Pillare? You are engaging in any other business or occupation. If you are doing for your client, you are engaging in any other business or occupation. 11.1.1, Clause 7, Part 1 for schedule, guilty. So here they are saying about derivatives, all those things. So it's directly relating to derivative. You can do derivative for personal, but for not client. However, commodity derivative is not allowed if doing. 11.1.1, it is guilty. Last question. Very easy question. Read it and say which chapter, what is the answer? CA Puranj is performing forensic accounting engagement involving gathering forensic accounting, chapter 17. The company operates in electronic environment. While performing, the team has gathered evidence from electronic records, ERP, audit trails generated. However, while doing so, team has failed to keep the record of each person in the team gathering the evidence, date, time, collection, and storage of information. What implication it will have? As a forensic accountant, you are going to. Can I know what is the last step in forensic accounting? Court of law. You are acting as an expert witness where you need to give your evidence. Here you are not keeping evidence record. You're not collecting any evidence. Won't it defeat the objective of forensic accounting? Will court admit your contention, your report without evidence? No, court will not admit. So that's the end. And we started by saying 2 hours. I know I've taken more than 2 hours, 2 hours, 25 minutes. Yeah. But guys, how was it? Guys, എന്താ പറയാ full ഒരു paper solve ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ when you solve an entire MTP, what I've seen, what students do is, be it RTP, be it MTP, they will read half of the question. They don't have the patience to read the question. They will go and see the solution. You have MTP, you have RTP, everything is with you. But why to conduct a live session especially? So that we can answer it. So guys, yes.